This year's Black History Month takes place in very different circumstances, and unfortunately we're having to do things very differently in the context of COVID-19 in a way that keeps us all safe. But I'm delighted to be launching this video, which starts our season of events here in Royal Greenwich.
Black History Month is essential for educating and celebrating how people from the African and Caribbean diaspora have shaped our borough and the UK as a whole. It is important that everyone in our community tries to understand the experiences and the histories of our fellow residents. Despite the current circumstances, we are proud to be launching our biggest Black History Month season yet, which would include a mix of socially distanced activities alongside online events.
We're also launching Royal Greenwich Black History 365, which celebrates the contribution made by our residents from Black and minority ethnic communities here in Royal Greenwich every single day of the year.
Which is important because we want all our residents to have equal opportunities and feel empowered to play a leading role in our local community.
We've given grants to 9 different organisations who are going to be producing a really exciting range of events across the month, and I can't wait to see as many of them as possible.
It's a varied program that will look at the past and to the future. Share the stories of young Black people and older people, Black residents with disabilities and cultural icons. So I'm sure there will be something for everyone to enjoy.
We'd also like to hear from residents and groups across Royal Greenwich about the events that you are producing to celebrate Black History Month. If you're putting on an event or a celebration, please let us know using the website below.
We hope you enjoyed the rest of the video, which would feature dance, music and spoken words performances, and also tasters of the grant awardees.
Hi, I'm Patterson Joseph, writer and actor. Welcome to the Royal Borough of Greenwich's Black History Month 365. I want to present a son of the borough, Charles Ignatius Sancho. You may have heard of him. He was born in 1729, and in around 1732, he was brought here from Colombia. And he was brought up and dressed up, like a lot of those kids, to be an ornament. But he was determined to read and write. So he ran away, actually, to Blackheath Park and was found, we think, by the Duke of Montagu. And the Duke of Montagu then took him home, taught him how to read and write, and he became a great musician and a composer. He became a great writer of letters. Yeah, I first came across Sancho in around about 1999-2000 in a book called Black England by Gretchen Gertziner. And in that book, she goes from Roman Britain all the way into the 18th century, where I discovered this portrait by Thomas Gainsborough, an extraordinary portrait of a Black man dressed so finely and in a very dignified pose. He was also an actor. So like me, he wanted to tread the boards, and like me, had some restrictions because of the way he looked. But Sancho was, I would say, militantly joyful. He wrote lots of pop songs. He sang, and he certainly played a lot of instruments. So he was a sort of polymath at a time when many Black people couldn't even read and write because they weren't allowed to read and write. One of the things that makes Sancho a major hero for me is that in a time when most of the working class in this country, women certainly, were not allowed to vote because they didn't own property, this man, after working for the Duke of Montagu for many years, was given an annuity, and he chose to buy a grocer's store in Westminster. And by being an owner of a grocer's store, it meant that he could vote. And so he did, first time in 1774. This call to have our papers, to have the right to vote, was very prevalent there and still is, very pertinent. You're not an outsider if you can vote. Often what we say about Black History Month is, why only a month? Why is it that we only remember Black people for a month, especially? We should always be conscious of those amongst us who perhaps struggle a little bit to be included. And I'd include Black people in that. 365, Black History Month, is great, but it should be in the curriculum. We should be learning about our history at the same time as learning about, if you like, the indigenous British history. And the more that we can paint that picture, the more that we can, if you like, find all the colours and shades that there is in British history, I think the better we'll all be.
We're starting a BAME library. What we discovered is all of our books, none of them were by Black or ethnic minority authors. It's important for us to learn, and important to learn about all the amazing Black black people in history who have been completely written out. Black authors, black and ethnic authors are greatly unrepresented. The reason we wanted to start the library is because we want to celebrate all these amazing authors out there. And it's not all about black history, it's just all genres of books, but all written by black and ethnic minority authors.
My name is Lucy Isaiah, and I'm the founder and CEO of Black Female Entrepreneur Greenwich. And the organization is set up to support black women in Greenwich with the skill and mindset to be able to set up their own business and become financially independent. It's gonna be blaster of culture. But you know, Greenwich, there's never a dull moment. So that is why the Black Female Entrepreneur is gonna bring the African culture to your doorstep. So we are having fashion show, cooking competition, jollof rice competition, Ghana acrobatic drama, Burkina Faso drama. We are having Mr. Ghana UK in the house, Miss Ivory Coast UK in the house.
Black History Month for this Black Female Entrepreneur Greenwich is going to give you something that you will remember for the rest of your life.
Fine body got Amanda. I see her for the corner and scared. Within her the pool, thick body make her wonder. She thinks she can handle the anaconda. So make her give her power longer, stronger. In now under, destroy the center. Give her get up a feeling that she not go remember. Give her something to taste and then she go remember. Move and the lover. In care and the lover. Your friend and the lover. In care and the lover. Move and the lover. In care and the lover. Your friend and the lover. In care and the lover. Move your friend and the lover. True director. Move. Director give you direct power. Move. Director give you consulta. We go do the same thing. You just keep doing that. Move. I said fine body for Amanda. See her for the corner. She dey ask me what's in the police. Thick body make her wonder. She thinks she can handle the anaconda. Oh, see that.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Give it to them, give it to them, hey, give it to them. Come on, hey, give it to them. Give it to them. Joanna, your busy body busy tonight. Mad. Joanna, making all the dummy tonight. Joanna, your busy body giving me life, oh. Hey, life, hey. Why you do me like Joanna? Joanna. Why you do me like Joanna? Joanna. How you gonna do me like Joanna? Joanna. Hey, Joanna. Joanna. Ay. Hey.
Culture Access is based in Greenwich, so it makes sense to us to apply to the Black History Month funding from Greenwich Council. We have a saying of being proud and disabled. So this would follow that kind of feeling that we are proud and disabled, and in this case, Black. We have to involve Black disabled people in 2 events. It's very exciting because a lot of these voices haven't been heard. We don't know what are the stories
Hi, I'm Sharon. I'm the Treasurer for Global Fusion Music and Arts, and I'm also a volunteer for that organisation as well. Being Black History Month means a lot because it's the one time we can really celebrate all the things that Black people, famous Black people around the world, and any Black person has done. And it's that time to come together and say, yes, we're celebrating, we're proud. For Black History Month, our events start on the 1st of October. They're all on Zoom. We involve music, poetry and spoken word. We've also got children's workshops. It's going to be amazing, full of content. Please come along on Zoom and watch it all.
My name's Richard Henry. I'm a trombonist and I'm in Trinity Laban Jazz Department. I run one of the big bands there, and this will be my third year at Trinity. We've got two concerts in Black History Month 2020, one on the 22nd and a second one on the 29th. This will be a concert led by students and with the help of a mentor. Black History Month it's so important that we continue to discover works and great pieces by black composers. This is really important to get out there, and it's important for the students to discover that and to share that with the wider community.
So for Black History Month this year, our focus is on black women. So we've got a number of events really trying to encourage black women to look after their own health. Black women, particularly with their preponderance in the health system, spends their whole careers looking after others. And sometimes we don't always look after our own health as much as we could. So we've got a number of events planned, including an exhibition using a variety of mediums, celebrating the beauty of black women and black women's bodies. We've also got a digital symposium planned. Our project will not only raise awareness of health issues for black women, but we hope it will leave a longer lasting legacy around cancer and cancer screening for black women.
Being African is not a choice or a decision, it is culture. You cannot choose it today and not want it tomorrow. It is DNA. Deep planted in the soil of our blood, it is seeds. Strengthened to the core of our feet, it is roots. Full of life and stained by grace, it is soul. Both shadow and light, it is history. Sons of the sun, it is future. Both light and shadow, it is present. Hearts connect to the beat of the drum, it is community. Bare feet touched earth, it is motherland. A walk that only you know the journey, it is me. Both light and shadow, it is us.
The K&Q Collective.
Hey, I get it crunk, I get it wide, I get the party lit outside. I get it crunk, I get it wide, I get the I get it crunk, I get it wide, I get the party lit outside. Ma, don't stop. Ma, say what? Ma, what? Don't stop. Ma.
Let's jack.
Mr. Wacky and the teacher about ice about the piece of everybody in the street and also do the creeper big swallow Benzema river chicken up to the bombs everybody be a do the willy bomb. Alright, stop, make a pose, take a sip, shake your foot, start to the dip, walk it, everybody 50 pounds and dip, walk it. Step physical, wine down, melody of it like single, wine down, tick tock. Bring it up from front to back, you want to
hit me now, old man again. Stiff titty now, old man again. Get your money now, old man again. How are it?
We go my left, right, up, down. Left, right, up, down. Bubble, 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 yellow bubble, and a bubble, and a bubble, and a bubble, and a bubble.
split in the middle. Make the two toys.
Wait, hold on, guys. This is meant to be a family show?
The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round.
Okay, let's make it a bit more current. You tired?
collective.
My name is Byron Wallen. I'm a musician, composer, and I've had a long fascination for African masks. And the idea of this project is the mask sees and speaks. It's been facilitated with World Heartbeat Academy. So we introduce the masks and statues to the children, and basically we work on music that reveals what their interpretations of the art.
Black History Month is really important because our histories have deliberately excluded images of black life and stories of black people. One of the things that's most important about the way that we tell stories in Black History Month is that we must tell a history which is telling the truth of what happened. And some of the people that are missing are fantastically positive role models. We'll be telling their stories in greater detail with some family trails, with some digital opportunities. But also we'll be having some more specific interventions using local artists and communities, which will increase access and give an opportunity for us to think about black histories, black identity, and hopefully black futures.
We have put in place various activities as a way of remembering the blacks, that is the ancient blacks, about their past events and their feats of achievements that they have attained or they attained.
We've named our project Black Kaleidoscope, which simply means we are one people, but we have different diverse culture and history.
We see this as a great opportunity to enlighten our people. So that is one reason why we moved forward, or we came to collaborate with the Royal Borough of Greenwich.